phone's doing something weird. Whatever. Hello. Happy Tuesday. I never know what day it is. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Sue. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Laveda. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Hello, Teresa Cherry. Hi, Treese. How are you? How is everybody doing? How is everybody feeling? What's the haps? What's going on? What's new? Long time no see. Not. What's going on? I'm supposed to be getting my order today of the molds that were missing. And the molds that were shorted, and I guess I'm not going to get those other molds. I mean, I'm waiting for my friend to send the other ones, but so hopefully they come. It would be nice. I know you guys keep messing with each other, and it's driving me nuts. Onyx and Troy are fighting. So maybe if they get here, we can pull them out. Whoa. Hey, Nicole. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Diane Duckleman. How are you? How are you? So, yeah, hopefully those are going to get here. Also, what else is supposed to get here today? There's something else that's supposed to get here today that I see. Hi, Veronica. How are you, my friend? Something else is supposed to arrive. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure it has something to do with the store. Also, what else? Oh, yesterday, you guys on the book thought I lost connection. I did not. Thank you, son. I did not lose connection. I was booted off of the book. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Hello, Miss Kathy. So we were fine over on the YouTube. But yeah, you guys, because I could still see the comments coming in, and it was saying, like, you know, waiting for a signal. I didn't lose connection. I was still over on YouTube just fine. The book booted me off. So I haven't said it in a while, but if you lose me on the book, and if I'm not back within a few seconds, you should probably go over to YouTube, because that just means I've been booted. And I'm not going to come back. They're not going to let me. Hey, Mac. So, yeah. So if it says waiting for signal and all of a sudden the live ends, it's not something that I have done. But if you go over to the book, I guarantee you go over to YouTube, I guarantee you I'll still be there, because that's exactly what happened yesterday. So anyways, that's that. Yeah, I was like, I think it says I'm gone. And then all the comments were like, you're frozen. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. Okay, Troy. Thank you. I always have just the weirdest things in my hair. Okay, so, hi, Miss Connie. Hey, Ashley. How was your first sip vibes? Did they give you all the chili willies and all the PSL tingles? It was very rude. It was very rude. They just literally booted me. Hopefully, you guys, I can't find my little itty bitty, the little deck of cards. So I ordered some yesterday. It was great. Second one is waiting for me. You're hilarious. So hopefully they come today. I ordered them yesterday, so I can finish putting them in my apothecary. Yesterday the book booted me off, and everybody thought that I was like I lost signal, but I didn't, because we were fine over on YouTube. But they then just ended my live. Oh man, I actually touched. but then they just ended the live. So, anyways. Thank you. Hi, Terry. Thank you so much. I never expected so much. You are such a sweetheart. You're welcome, Wendy Martin. Hi, Sandy Cooper. All right. So, hi, Helen. Helen's like, I'm not even messing around with the book today. I'm just staying on YouTube. Okay, so I was looking through my stuff to try to figure out what to do today. And then I found, actually, I didn't find, one of these oval canvases was like laying on the floor. I don't know why it wasn't on my shelf. So I picked them up and then I started messing with them. And I was holding them like this. And it reminded me of a pumpkin. Can I help you? Can I help you? It reminded me of a pumpkin. So I was like, why don't we just make a pumpkin? Not that I have 700 million pumpkins in there that I need to make a pumpkin out of canvas, but I was like, whatever. We'll just use these and make a pumpkin because I have all kinds of pumpkins in my room. I opened up the humongous, what do you call it? The big Tupperware. What do you call them? Anyways, I opened it up and all the pumpkins came flying out and I was like, ah! Obviously, I couldn't get it closed again. So, let's get my desk on the screen. I was watching Lynn and Megan on Ellen J. Goods earlier, and I didn't realize that they were on because of the IOD release, so I sent Megan a text because I need a headshot of Megan so we could do the I could do the thumbnail for Saturday for Creative Hour. And so the fact that she was on camera today, so I was texting her and I was teasing her. I was like, I don't need you, because she missed my comments on the live because she was creating. Well, she was doing transfers with Lynn. And I was like, you don't need me on Saturday to create. You got this. And she's like, oh, no. I was like, oh, come on. So then I told her I needed a headshot, and she was like giving me all kinds of emojis with googly eyes and what? And I'm like, we're going to break you in, man. We're going to break you in. Hi, Patricia. I know. She goes, did you hear me screaming your name? I go, yeah, you missed my comment. I said, and I go, and by the way, I said what Shirley did was hit the F12, and they were cracking up. They're like, oh my gosh, the fact that you know what she did. I go, yeah, as soon as you turned it around and it was in all of that, I said, I know exactly what she hit. She hit the F12 by accident. All right, let's try to get this camera. So you see how it looks like a pumpkin? It looks like a pumpkin. It looks like a pumpkin. Hi, Kay. She goes, did you hear me screaming your name? I said I did, but you guys didn't see me commenting. And obviously, it needs a little stem. So I have quite literally a twig, a branch, which is funny because I don't know where I got this. I mean, I have a bag of these, but this looks like one that came out from the outside. Anyways, so I thought what we could do is make our own. We will use this as like the brace, the guts, but I'm gonna put clay around it and like do our own little stem with some little whoop-de-woos and whoop-de-woos. So, but what are we gonna put on the front was the thing, and I'm like, well, I don't know. What do I want to put on the front? I don't know that I want to do like, I don't know. So I went over to the table because I have all the papers laying out on my one of the big tables that I use for shipping. What on earth was that noise? So it's easier for me to pull the papers because there are so many packs. There's 3 like packs, and people are ordering from different packs. It's hard for me to, anyway. So I was like, well, wait a minute. Why couldn't we, since the kitties are like peeking out and around anyways, why couldn't we like put the kitties out on the edges and have them peeking around, and then I don't know, like here on the main part we can do, I don't know that I want to have the pumpkins on the front. I'm thinking like another paper on the front, but of course I didn't grab one, did I? Wait a minute. I kind of like the Boo and the 31 like that. But then I feel like I need the smaller ones on the edges so the cats are smaller and their heads don't get chopped off. Ooh, hold please. Hold please. See, this is the bad thing about having the table over here. I'm coming. Oh, my life, I tell ya. You know, you would think that it would be harder to have like all of the product and stuff around because, like, you know, the product is like bulky, but it's the paper that is more stressful because, you know, you don't want them to get bent or wrinkled or anything. Hi, Gail. Yeah, I actually know what I'm doing on Saturday, and I'm pretty stoked about it because I think it's going to be pretty cool. Did I grab the wrong pack? I grabbed the woodland, didn't I? Sure did. Oh, there's too many packs, y'all. Okay, but look it. See, if we have the kitties a little bit smaller, right? So then they don't get like chopped off as much. And then I'm thinking we can like put, you know, spackle or whatever, or structure paste or whatever. See, that one is going to be perfect right there. Happy birthday! No, I'm not singing. That would be a travesty. What on earth is happening over here? Okay. You know what it is that the color palettes, I think that like the color palettes throw me off with the way that the packs are, because I feel like some should be in the other packs. Or okay, so he's gonna be too big, so let's get the itty bitty one. Or wait a minute. Well, I don't know that I want a pumpkin on a pumpkin though. But look at those cats. We might use them. Or we might use them all. Because I like the 31 as well. Okay. And then, what? Are we thinking like that? Oh no. You guys know I don't like when stuff gets cut off. I don't like it to say house. The OCD starts going, what are you doing? Why are you cutting off words? Hold, please. Where's the other one? I know there's two of them. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, here's the other one. Oh, but I like the house. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Ooh, or we can have... All right. Let's looky. This, I think, is going to be a little bit too big. Although I like the Boo, I think it's going to be too big because I don't want to take the cats off. Off with the head. So we can get this on there and maybe move the haunted over. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? And then we can get the house like so. Or I can just kind of, I don't like that. Anyways, so that can go there. Because I don't think, I don't know. Do you guys like the house, the haunted house, or do you like just the ghosties? Hi, Mary Sharkey. You changed your picture. I know, right? We might change it all together though, because now are the cats going to look funny with the ghosties or not? See, I actually think that would be kind of cute, no? The color is different though. What say you? I like it. You like the tree behind the ghost? You like this tree? Well, we're not cutting off any words if we do it like that. And the 31 basically will be there. It's National Dog Day? Onyx's ear went like this. Good Googly Moogly, what happened to your hair? Holy guacamole. All right, so this one. And then why don't we make these guys 3D? I know. I told you. I ordered you one when the Amazon man gets here. I'm not crazy about the black and white pumpkins. Stop, Troy. No, I'm not going to use the pumpkins. I was just using the cats. You don't like the cats? Because we don't even have to go that route. We could just do it like this. And make it one continued. Let me see. Let me see something. It's too big. Okay. We don't have to put the cats on there. We can always do the stripes on the edges because, you know, we have all of these that match. Oh my gosh. I like the cat. Hi, Chris. I like the cats and the crow, not ghosts, not so much. Holy guacamole. Is that it? Wait. Is that... All right, then if... Hold on. let's get the the plastic and everything off of these, and then so the canvases are textured. I am not going to paint them and or prime them. They are already ready to go. So we are just going to decoupage right on them. That one has stuff. How does that have stuff on there and it had a plastic? Oh, missed the garbage can totally. Okay. So the one in the front. I'm going to end up probably covering that up there because I don't like the fact that the haunted house just says Ted's house, basically. Or I wonder if I can cut it off totally and move him up and then just take some and put it at the bottom. I can take it and put it down here. So I'm going to take it off totally, but what does that do for this? It cuts the bat off. Oh well, the bat can have one wing. I'm okay with the bat having one wing. I just don't like the words being like weird like that. Okay, let's take the bottom of this off. What? So annoying. Leave me alone. Okay. So this one is called Haunted Homecoming. In the middle. Okay. So let's get this on here. Again, I'm not hard pressed about the bat only having one wing. I'm okay with that. I'm going to use the Decoupage Varnishing Glue Matte. And I didn't take any of my brush guards off again. And where is my... Y'all, my pink one, my baby pink one is MIA. And I think that when everything went flying off of my desk yesterday, that went flying yesterday. And I'm not happy about it. Okay, so let's get this part down first, and then we'll take that up there and bring it down here. So how many of you guys got stuff from the IOD release, or are you getting stuff? Hi, Robin. Good morning. Hi, Karen. I'm going to order some stuff. Oh, and then I don't know if you heard Megan say that LNJ Goods has free shipping for 24 hours. So you know, I'm going to take advantage of free shipping. So, but I don't know what I want. I really do think that I need to have, like, I need to get all of my molds and have, like, a de-stash and sell some of the molds that I don't use. If you're new and you are not familiar, I have probably close to, I don't know, 400 or 500 molds. And first of all, I don't even remember what half of those are, but you know, I use the ones that I use, and the ones that there's so many that I don't use. So I'm thinking that I need to go through and do a humongous de-stash so somebody else can use them and love them. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, of course, when I'm looking at the release, I'm looking at molds. And the only reason why I hadn't ordered yet, because I'm like, yeah, okay, you're going to order more molds. I've got, I don't know, 10 or so sitting right here that I haven't even used yet from the Prima release. And then we have more coming. Yes. Hi, Melissa joined. So domestic orders, $75. Well, I didn't say that because my cart was already $75. But yeah, so domestic order, $75 is free shipping. So I don't know. I don't know what's the easiest way to go about that. But I really do. All of the, well, you guys can't, well, on Creative Hour, you guys can see this cabinet, but it's bigger than this one here. The bottom cabinets down here are full of molds on both of these. And then in my craft room, I have the whole top shelf is full of molds. So there's that. I haven't watched the IOD release yet. Had a doctor appointment this morning. When you're done with your live, you're going to check it out. I know, because they have that, what's that, like radar of when people don't want, when they shouldn't come in. They have the radar. They're like, oh, it's 5 minutes till closing. Let's go. All right, and then I'm not going to put a top coat on. I'm going to take a 320, and we're going to take the edges off. I'm not putting the top on yet, I should say, because I don't want it wet while I'm using the gator. I'm being careful over here because I can feel it's a little bit wet up here. Okay, now I want to be careful because I don't want to scratch the wording. So I'm just going to kind of take might have to do a lot of bit of patching. Let's see if I even like it, because my I'm a little weird. Not too much patching, and I'll start getting a little. Yes, she ordered glitter. But to be fair, Sue, she ordered Finn's glitter, and you know Finn's glitter is different than most. Look at Megan just sent me a headshot. She's like, you need to give me tips. What do I do? And I go, Megan, just tell either August to take a picture of you or just take a picture of yourself and send it to me and I'll take care of the rest. And she's like, oh, good Lord. It's like, you got this. You got this. All right, let's see. So I don't mind it on there like that. And you actually aren't going to be able to tell because it's really weird. But the way that little break is, it looks like there's a continuation. However, you now see that we have an issue right here, which is going to make me crazy. Terry, stop being a weirdo and just put it on there. Stop being a weirdo and just put it on there. That's why rice paper is great, because I'm trying not to cover up the bottom of that because I think it's gonna look weird. So hold on a minute. Never mind. Stop it. See, this is why things take me forever. Gosh. I can't help it. I just need to slap things on and call it a day. It's not normal. It's just not normal, I tell ya. All right, and I'm going to push down that away. Right? Now we just need to, yet again, no slapping allowed. Hi, Gabby. My goodness. Every time I see you here, Gabby, I always think, oh my gosh, it's so late for you. Okay, but I appreciate you coming. I am going to, because I had to blend the top there, we need to dry it a little bit because it's going to pull and rip and then it's going to be a disaster. So hold on a minute. What's fun about being normal? I just laugh because like I see people like do a whole project in an hour and I'm just like, yeah, no, I can't. Because it takes me long just to put down a word. What do you do? What do you do? Ella, I don't watch those people. You're hilarious. All right. Hey now. Don't go anywhere. I need you. Okay. And yes, I did cut off a little bit of the H, but I did it on purpose because, well, number one, you can still read what it says. It doesn't say Ted's house anymore, like it was going to be up there. But I needed to get that kind of in the center, and I didn't want to take off the bottom of the little ghosts there. Otherwise, you would have really been able to tell that there was something weird going on. Okay, so I need kind of that color more so than anything. So I'm probably going to take this piece here. Now, because it's got such a weird shape on that right there, I didn't worry about it right here because, as you can tell, the blend, oddly enough, doesn't stand out, but here it is going to. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and pull it back. All right, and then this, although we gaitered it off, is way too, it's too blunt for me anyways. So I'm just going to take a little bit of water and we need to pull that, whoa, don't put it upside down that way. So I'm just going to pull that edge, and it's going to be all kind of jagged and irregular, but that's what I want because right now it's too straight from the gaiter and it's not going to blend. I don't know what Troy's listening to, but they are like screaming at each other. All right, and then let's take and give it a little haircut. Again, I don't ever cut the paper, but I am cutting the fibers. Of course, there's a really big fiber there. All right. Now, it's just such a weird shape. Am I going to? I'm barely going to have enough. Hold on. And I'm just, this corner is what was left of that corner. You can see how many different color transitions there are, so that's why I'm more focused on this corner. Oops. Actually, it might be better. Hold on a minute. Well, that was dumb. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna let that piece dry for a minute because it's such a small piece. I don't want to start going at it with the gator because it's gonna pull the whole thing down. Okay. So, you guys, Ashley, I did send Ashley my scraps, and it was so weird. I had a lot of like Harlequin scraps, and then Sue was like, "Send her the pumpkin or whatever I was doing." So I sent her like a pumpkin mold, and it was so funny putting scraps in somebody's package. All right, so I take it you guys did not like the cats peeking from the sides. So do we like those stripes, the gray and tan, or the orange and brown? Yeah, she did. Hi, Tina. I sent her the pumpkin that I did, and I sent her like one of the leaves that had wax on it. And I even wrote her a note. I sent this to you because Sue told me to, in case she was wondering why I sent her a leaf that had wax on it already. So the orange and black. Kay, you liked the cats? We could always still cut just the cat. We could fussy cut the cats out and just have the cats and not the rest of the background, and do like the crow and the cats. We could still. So we can do the orange and black. I don't know if the pumpkins is what's throwing everybody off because they see the pumpkin, but we can still fussy cut the cats out because I'm kind of thinking that's what I want to do, because I had the whole idea that I had for this was to have the cats peering out of the sides, but then you guys didn't care for the cats too much, so orange and brown, and then we'll fussy cut some cats. You guys, I can't stand fussy cutting. What am I talking about? I might need to go to the doctor and get my head checked. Why am I going to fussy cut? Hi, Jeanette. How do I not have another orange and brown stripe? What the what? happening around here? Hold on. Is it in the wrong pack or something? Or did you guys buy all of the orange and brown stripes? We might have to go with the big ones because I don't know where the I don't have another small one over here, and I don't feel like getting back up. Seriously, son, you're literally okay. When he comes, baby, go get your glasses. Go get your glasses. Get Troy's glasses. When the Amazon man comes. Do we like them horizontal or vertical? Because if I'm doing the A3, I can go vertical or horizontal. I know usually we go vertical, but because they're on a bigger scale, should we go horizontal? I don't hate it that way. I've got zero patience. See, it looks pretty good. Horizontal looks pretty good, right? Usually we don't do it that way. Usually it's okay, but now here's the thing, right? So hold please. We need to figure out okay. All right. All righty then. Because I need them to go and not be like this. Are you joshing me? What the what? They're not oh, banana daiquiris. Oh well. Okay, we'll figure that out. Okay, so I don't necessarily need to waste the entire paper So I don't need a decoupage right there. I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to do this so that way I don't waste. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Because if I only need yeah, it's too short. Hi, Mickey. Where did the blank come from? What blank? Good night, Gabby. It's too short. It's not going to reach, but all right. Any hoot and nanny. We'll figure that. We'll have to deal with it. Okay. I really like of course, right? I would like that at the edge there. So anyways, let's just figure it out. Okay. What am I going to do? Let me put this on here like this. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Sugar. Hold on a minute. Man, it doesn't reach at the top and the bottom. That would have been a nightmare, Terry. Bozo. Oh no. So because we're gonna go horizontal, it's just a tad short, which is not really that big of a deal. We can always add a stripe down at the top or the bottom. Are you talking about the canvases, Mickey? I don't have wood out. I think you mean the canvases. I believe I got them from Amazon. I think that's what you're asking because I don't have any wood out. Yeah, the edges, Kathy. Uh-huh. I would have been like, oh my God, my edges are on. Yeah, I'll have to. Troy's got the phone up to his ear like he's calling somebody. Let's just hope we don't get a knock on the door. And it be the po-po, huh? Because he's literally walking down the stairs with the phone up to his ear. That's all I need. Why not? It's been like a month or two since we've had a visit from them, hasn't it? I love my ruler. Okay, now let's try that again. Being a goofball. Now we can really see how much of it doesn't reach. Yeah. Okay, so to not make anything too difficult, I'm just going to put it all the way to the top, and then I'll just add down at the bottom the orange because it looks like it ends at brown, so we'll add an orange at the bottom. Hi, Deborah. I know you got some. You got but you're like me. I love all the backgrounds. You ordered a bunch of backgrounds. Because these you can use literally all year long. Like you can use these in so many projects. It doesn't have to just be fall. Is it PT time, son? Okay. Hold, please. And yes, I know I have the entire paper on here, and I did it on purpose. Did you get a big enough spoon, Pops? The spoon is bigger than your entire mouth. Here, baby. Thank you for getting your glasses, handsome. You're the bestest. You're the bestest ever. You are the bestest ever. I seen your glasses. That's why I just said you're the bestest ever. What? Hmm? Okie dokie artichokey. Where did the other one go? Okay, we're gonna use this one. Hi, Nancy Church. Thank you for spreading the chaos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I ordered like a bunch of, but you know, you can get these at Michael's or anywhere else, so. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hey, what's with all this shrinkling going on? We don't want shrinkling, excuse you. Thank you kindly. All right. There's probably a million other ways that you could do this and make your life so much easier. But you guys know I like doing things a difficult way. It's just in my blood, y'all. You guys know me and Easy just, yeah, we're not friends. I don't know why. I quite like, where did you get that? Where did you get that? Where did you get that? I just need an edge I need an edge. Where did you get that, Troy? He's got my screen protector thing. We're gonna have to pull this up because it's getting shrinkles. It would be better if I did this on, what you call it? A self-healing mat and not the canvas. Because the canvas has the texture on it. The whole thing is I don't want to waste a whole bunch of paper. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not necessary to waste all of that paper. But I'm sure there was a million ways you could have done that a lot easier and less painful. But there's something that happens to your brain when you're live. It sometimes just doesn't work. Well, most of the time it doesn't work. Do you see her talking about bling now? She's like, oh, I would put bling. See the gradient of the color? Can you guys tell how it's so much lighter on the inside than it is on the outside? I wonder if that's going to look funny if I just turn it. What do you guys think? Should I not? Or should I use the outside? See, you guys cannot blame me because she said something about bling. I didn't. I just assumed turn it, but I don't know if the gradient is going to look crazy. Oh, well. If it does, it does. See, if I do it this way without getting the paper down, I can't see where the edge is. But then if I do it the way that I was doing it like that, it'll get all... But the shrinkles went away. your whole, like, the neighborhood? Like, you have a clan? Troy James, do not even put the soy sauce on that. You better bring that to Mama. Troy. Troy, bring that to me. This is what I was talking about. If you guys would have, you would have used this at the beginning. I wouldn't have had such a hard time. Troy, don't you dare. And don't you dare put butter on that. Oh, heck no. Troy, I hear you. In the fridge, Troy James. Why? I mean, I don't care because it's longer, but, well, forget it. We're just taking the whole thing. The other one's going to go over it anyways. He has so much rice on that plate. Calgon, take me away. Somebody send help. Troy, you're not like 10 miles away. You could have brought me the soy sauce by now. Why didn't you bring me your whole 7 cups of rice? Hold on. I need that to go up there, but I purposely went. There we go. Okay. Oh, this kid. Calgon, take me away. Hi, Sybil. You haven't figured out what I'm doing? Oh, boy. That's scary. I can't tell, is it at the top or not? It's not. And of course, don't try this at home, folks. I know, Troy. I know. Here's the thing. I did order it for you. It's just not here yet. Why isn't it due? Okay, we're gonna have to manipulate the way that the edge is here because it's not covering, and it covered when I did it a second ago. Troy. Troy. Can you tell me something? Can you tell me something? Did you get soy sauce down? Because I smell soy sauce, Troy. I don't even think there was enough soy sauce in the bottle to cover all of that rice. Troy. So there's a little bit over here that is not covered, and I'm not going to keep fussing with the paper. I'm just going to leave it. Troy. He doesn't care right now because I haven't pulled the phone out of his hand. Troy. I smell the soy sauce. I smell it. So, as much as much soy sauce, I'm sure he put a ton of it on the rice. Didn't you? And where'd you get that? Because that was in the drawer, hiding from you. Because that's for Mom's screen protectors. So I'm guessing that you found all of those too, yeah? I'm going on strike. And I'm running away. I'm running away. I'm running away. Yep, I am. They'll be like, Mom, you can run away. Can you just make sure you do the laundry first? Can you make sure you do the laundry and there's clean towels, take shower in the morning, and clothes so I can go to work. Oh, and then you can run away, but then can you come back and drive me to work and then pick me up and then you can run away again? Thank you. Oh, it's a friction pin. So it takes away, when you heat it up, it takes away the, the marking, the pin. All right, let's fix this debacle that's happening down here. I actually don't even care about the debacle that's happening down there. So if you're looking for it, I get it on Amazon. I'm sure it's in my Amazon store. It comes in like a 2-pack. They also have them in like, I have mine in blue, but they come in black and red. I need this is that side. I need the opposite side. Do I not have the opposite side? Or did I just do it all on here? That's that one. It comes in handy. Oh my gosh, no, Mary. Did it just like come through? And oh, Donna, thank you so much for the stars. Do you feel sorry for me? Like, oh God, Terry. I really appreciate the stars very much. Very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who said they didn't know what I was doing? Do you know what I'm doing now? I'm sorry. I know I don't make sense with what I do, but I try. I try so hard. I just didn't want to waste the paper. You guys could have gotten through that a whole lot faster if you would have just slapped the paper on there. And not taken 10 hours to, you know, put the paper down. But, I mean, what else am I doing today? Oh, I know. Oh, you guys, Ashley! I have in the crock pot. Oh, that's darker. I probably need this one too. I have in the crock pot, I put chicken breast, taco seasoning, and then I put diced onions, diced tomatoes, green chilies. I'm going to make the corn tortillas. I'm going to, you know how you put like a little, you fold them, put the little toothpick in them, so that way it will be, and you put it in the oil so it'll be crunchy. So I'm going to make the shredded chicken tacos, and then I'm going to make some Spanish rice, and then I bought some queso, so maybe that will do. This is probably not going to want to hang on, y'all, so I'm going to put a lot of medium down because I just need a sliver of it, so it might not want to hang on, which it's already sliding around. And I can't stand to be that messy. You guys don't know how much this was bothering me the entire time, but I was already taking 10 years to put paper on. But that was really getting under my skin. Oh yeah, so much for using, so much for having that rice. Okay, and then we'll get some heavy body J.O. And then, actually, we need to do those funky edges because that is way too white and gnarly. We can't leave that like that and put it on there. So we got to fix that. So let's dry this a little bit and then fix the edgings on there because that is not going to work for me. And let's take all of this and move it out of the way before I do something horrific to it. Okay, so sitting right here, I already have antiquing paste, and I actually have the antique bronze still sitting here, but I don't quite know if I want that on there like that. A metallic, because the metallic is going to pop right up off of there, and it might look really funny. So, I'm just going to move these two over to the fan so that can do that. Ooh! The few peeps that were watching this with me in Walmart says they love it so far. Oh my gosh, love it. What on earth? Thank you. They're like, man, she does things a difficult way, but not bad. Hold on. Oh, that's hilarious. Were you standing in line? Silly. Alright, let's not make life so difficult. I'm just going to get a dauber. And we're just going to take that color and get that icky edge off of there. It's not nice. Just raw like that. It looks horrible. I had leftover pizza yesterday because remember Nick did me a solid and got pizza for us on Sunday when I was packing orders. So I had leftover pizza yesterday, which I don't know about you guys, but I think the next day pizzas are always better. I don't know. No, I don't know why. It was really funny because for the longest time when I was, I don't know, I don't even remember when exactly it was. I know the boys were already born, but I didn't like pizza. I just didn't care for it at all. Okay, so we have our edge now that looks a gajillion times better than what it did. And we will end up having to do the same thing on these guys. Is that the one with the little bitty one? No. I'm going to change my gator again because these are such little bits hanging on. I want it to be as sharp as possible so that way I'm not tugging too much. And you watch. That's going to be Troy's phone case, I bet you. All right, so then let's just go ahead and go over. Jack, are you stuck somewhere, bud? Why are you so far away? Jackie? Crack? Where's Crack? And sorry, I don't know. I didn't even tell you, but that was the reddish brown, and I just put in a little bit of black to match the paper. Oh yeah, lots better. Yes. I don't know what it is. It's just better. But then again, I didn't even like tomatoes and onions and bell peppers. I was quite picky. Same thing. We're just going to right there where it's missing paper. I'm not going to stress off of it. I'm just going to come up over it with the paint. Actually, let's put that dauber in water. I wonder if that must have been like UPS or FedEx or something, because Troy didn't come running in here unless him and Jack are stuck somewhere. Crack! Jackety crackety. Okay, so that's going to go on there like so. And we will obviously use our heavy body gel to get that on there. We may have to put I don't know. We may have to put a little lift on this side. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, so because once the heavy body gel is down, it's not going anywhere. I'm just gonna use the ruler at the edge of my glass, assuming my glass is straight, and okay. I Crack, where are you? Crack. Crack. Jack? I heard Jack, he barked when the doorbell or the ringer went, but he's not here, so he's stuck somewhere. Okay, we're gonna use heavy body gel, and when I say he's stuck somewhere, I'm saying like he's stuck in like a room, like, you know, because they follow me everywhere, and he probably didn't come out quick enough, and I probably closed the door on him. Yeah. Anyways. Yes, I am. I always call him Crack. I always call him Crack. I called him Crack for a while. I don't know. I know. I got issues. Troy, where's Jack? Okay, heavy body, J-E-O. it. You don't fit under there, you moose. Ah! Whoops. Oh. Well, obviously I didn't get the friction off of there, so. Troy, do you know where he is? Did you lock him somewhere, Troy? And I didn't see Nick come down, so I don't think he outside. So Troy's got him probably. He either was following me and he got left in wherever, or Troy's locked him somewhere. Okay. So we have that down on there. Now, Troy, where's Jack? Where's Jack? Do you know where he is? Did you lock him somewhere? Okay, where's my twigs at? So the idea was, I even have like one of those little Can I help you? But I mean, here's the thing. What I wanted to do was, I mean, we could put that on there and then I wouldn't do anything to it. But what I was thinking was to mold clay around it. So I was just going to use like a wooden dowel and mold clay around it to shape it like okay, bye, Ashley. This one? Oh, that's why you took my phone off? Because we could just put that on there and call it a day. And then I could still put, okay, let go. Get so angry. I have zero patience. And then we can still put clay on to kind of do the little vines. Yes, this one. Have you seen Crack? I heard him barking, but I don't know where he is. He's stuck somewhere. Okay, so we'll put the spindle on. Now we got to figure out what color to paint the spindle. I like my pumpkin. You okay? You. Why are you coming down the stairs like that? You got a broken hip. See? Now he's here. I've been calling him. I hear him. I swear, he's old. He doesn't listen. Oh. Okay, Crack. Don't come when I'm calling you. Okay. Sue says hi. So he just woke up. Okay. So now I want to see what color, and I'm thinking, oh please. Hey, look what I just found on the ground. Oh, you guys can even see it. I put these, well, Troy picks these out and puts them in the shipping boxes. I'm not going to change the wood. Man, that's going to get on my fingers, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It is. It is, it is, it is, it is, it is, it is, it is. Whoops. That was rude. You shouldn't throw things, Terry. Nick, you're talking to yourself again. You realize that, right? Sure do. I know. I talk to myself all the time. Where's the shirt that I cut up yesterday? I cut up a shirt yesterday and then I threw it somewhere. I'm sure this wasn't the one because it's quite nicely folded. Oh well, I'll cut up another shirt. I'm making tacos. I'm making tacos and burritos. Just kidding, no burritos, but I am making tacos. And if you see a pound of rice over there, I have nothing to do with that. That is all Troy. Thank you kindly. Okay, this is the lazur. Ooh, yep. And do you need a mixy? You probably do need a little mix. Is that you? Oh, it's you. What are you doing now? Okay, here, hold that, please. Hi, Shannon. I know. I don't even know where that village is. Oh no, actually I do know where it is. It's in my stool, my footstool over here. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Sarah. All right, so we are just going to take the lazur, and I'm getting it off of my little stir sticky thing. Actually, I don't know what that is. Oh, I know what it was. What do you call it? And we're just going to hope and pray it doesn't get all over my hands, but it probably will. Yep, I feel it. Mm-hmm. Yep, sure do. Oh, then you just grab this side that has all of the ink on there. Sometimes your brain fails you. I'm guessing since Troy didn't say anything, that maybe the molds are on the porch. I'm really hoping that they sent me the right ones, because I really want the regal flourishes. Okay, and I think I do need to do the bottom there, but not the peg part. I cracked me up too. Actually, I think I scare myself more than I crack myself up. Okay. So because it's wood, and you could use the Lazurs for anything, but they are marketed for wood, so that you can kind of, keep the look. And I'm just going to take a little bit of pine, a very little bit, on the same brush. Don't do that, please. Don't contaminate your products. Just to give it another color variation, but then I am going to take the Wall Lazur in Antique Copper. I'm gonna rinse my brush. That's why I have a brush rinser over here. I have a brush rinser over here, but I don't ever use it. I just stick it all in the dirty water, and then I have to wash a million brushes every night. Okay. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that. I'm going to squeeze out the water. Just to give it a little bit of shine. I don't want to color it, the copper, but I do want the little bit of metallic on there. Again, just for a little bit of color variation. We got a bunch of different gradients going on the paper. So it would look kind of funny just to have the spindle one bright orange or red brown or whatever the color is. Okay. Then that will get put on there like so. Oh, look, that thing's still on here. So that one I will have to put, oh, actually I'll be able to sit it on the two that are down there and then brace it on the back. So that'll work out, because I can sit that on the way that those two are hitting in the back, connecting in the back. It can sit right on there like that. Okay. And then, thank you. What color is what? Chestnut, pine, and this is the antique copper lazur. Okay. Now, I mean, we could just leave it like this and call it a day. Can I help you? Want to show everybody what onyx did to you? Show them like this. Show them your hand like this. Show them your hand, Papas. No, show them your hand. Can you guys see his hand? Him and Onyx were quite literally fighting with each other. He was smacking her with the phone, and she had had enough. So then he smacked her with the phone, and the phone dropped. And so then he went to go grab the phone again, and she snapped on him. So then they both got in trouble. Literally, they both got in trouble, didn't you? Didn't ya? You got in trouble? You got in a lot of trouble. I know, Papas. I think that's what came. Okay, so I don't know, but I would probably not just leave this like this. I think we can probably come back tomorrow and do a little bit more to it, because I'd like to do a little bit to him, a little bit to the ghost. I'd like to do a little bit to the windows, to make the windows a little bit like they're glowing, like there's light inside there. I will put this on right now with heavy body gel, and I'll put a clamp on there. So, because where it's able to stand is right on the two of those, and then the back, it can stick to the back. So I think tomorrow we can come back and do a little bit more to it. But again, this was just 3 oval canvases, and like I said, one was on the ground, and I was like, oh, okay, we can make a pumpkin. And then, you know, we took the top. This is actually supposed to be up there, so we took that and put it down here. And you can't necessarily, well, you can't, I don't think you can even tell. Can you tell there's like 17 pieces of paper down here? Because there is, if you weren't here at the beginning, there's like 17 pieces of paper down there. Now you want your hair did? We're about to say goodbye. So we'll come back tomorrow and do a little bit more to it, just to, you know, so it doesn't look so like, I don't know, elementary, I guess. Because, you know, like I literally didn't do anything. It took me literally a few hours to decoupage paper on here, but that's just how I roll. I'm slow like that. And then okay, Miss Donna Sue, thank you. And then we will probably get some type of like little festive ribbon to tie at the top or something. But something else needs to happen with this, and I don't know if we want to even, because I have like, I don't know, I have molds and stuff that we could even add to like the branches and make the branches look real, and have the branches coming up off into the back part of this. So I think that might be cool to do some clay work and make the branches come off and do over here. So exactly how I use my Mr. Hi, Megan. Megan, your headshot came across on my watch while I was live, so they could see your headshot. It was beautiful. So yeah. So I think what we're do is we're going to get some clay now, and we're going to come off, and we're going to take that off of the branches, and so we'll make that a little more 3D. You know, I got to get my chameleon varnish, and we'll put that in the window to make the windows glow. And we're going to pop him off a bit too. And then, like I said, I will put the spindle on right now with some heavy body gel. But we just need to do a little bit more to it, because right now it's very elementary to me, and I don't like that. I don't, you know, it just, I don't know. Anyways, It came across on my watch, and it's funny because usually I don't get pictures on my watch, but that's how beautiful it was. The picture came across on my phone. I showed everybody. Yeah, and then we could even do stuff like that too. You guys know Decoupage Queen has a couple of Halloween stencils that we could probably put on here. But I really like how moving the haunted house to the bottom turned out because you really can't tell. There's literally, we connected 3 pieces of rice paper down here, but that's how amazing the rice paper is you cannot tell that I connected, was it 3 or 4 pieces? 1, 2, 3 pieces, but you can't tell that there's 3 connected down there. But it was better to put haunted house down here rather than have Ted's house up there. Anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. I will see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. I'll let you know how my tacos were. Because I can smell them in the slow cooker. Anyways, talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.